Hi, 5th grade. So today we finished up our chapter in social studies. We ended it by reading about the internet and the end of the century. Anyway, so we will spend our day on Monday reviewing, and we will test on next Wednesday in class. The kids will again get to use their notes. They'll get to use their notebooks, the readings, whatever I have sent, they can use on that test because they will need to use the reading in order to find some of the answers. They can also jump on Kahoot, that challenge number and link that I sent you guys, I think yesterday, on our class story on Dojo, so they can just log onto there. A lot of those questions they'll see again on the test. Okay, and then spellingcity.com. Those of you that were catching up some work, I have been working very hard to try and update those grades for you. But if you have any questions, again, just, shoot me a message or an email, and I'll try and get back to you very quickly. All right, here we go. The internet. One of the most important developments in the 1990s was the rise of the internet. You may know that the internet is a worldwide network of computers. But did you know that the internet started as a result of the Cold War? During the 1960s, the United States government wanted to build a communication system that would continue working even after a nuclear attack. American scientists came up with the idea of linking computers together. At first, only the military and universities used this network. As the internet grew, it became important to businesses too. Soon, with the invention and rapid increase of desktop computers, people could access the internet from their homes. Today, millions of people use the internet every day. The internet still delivers news and information, but now enables people to shop online, play games, do research, send emails, and more. It's dramatically changed the way people communicate. As the century came to an end, the United States continued to focus on issues such as health and environment. The nation sponsored World Health Day in 1999. Most of the issues during World Health Day had to do with the health of older Americans, as many of the baby boom generation had already turned 50. NASA kept track of the world's temperature to see if air pollutants were making Earth warmer. Managing land and water properly remained a priority for many Americans. In 2000, George W. Bush, son of former President George Bush, faced Al Gore. Gore had served as Bill Clinton's vice president. Gore received 50.9 million votes, and Bush received 50.4 million. Bush, however, won the vote in the Electoral College, 271 to 266. Bush became the 43rd president in 2001. This presidential election was among the closest in American history. Only 4 other presidential elections have been so close. Thomas Jefferson's election was a tie that was decided in the House of Representatives, and in 3 other elections, electoral votes won over popular vote. President Bush put together a team that included Condoleezza Rice as the National Security Advisor and Colin Powell as Secretary of State to help him make decisions for our country. Powell was the first African American to head the State Department. George W. Bush was re-elected to his second term as president in 2004, defeating John Kerry. When Colin Powell stepped down from his position in 2004, Condoleezza Rice became the new Secretary of State, and she was the first African American woman to hold the position. Alrighty, so we're going to go over our questions and answers. Question number 1 says, how was the Cold War responsible for the creation of the internet? And guys, we said the idea for the internet was born during the Cold War with the goal of developing a communications network that could survive a nuclear war. Number 2, what development helped make the internet useful and popular among the general population? And a very easy answer, we said desktop computers. Number 3, how did George W. Bush win the election in 2000 despite having fewer popular votes than Al Gore? And we said Bush received more votes in the Electoral College. And then our last question, number 4, Who were the two main candidates in the presidential election of 2004? And we said George W. Bush and John Kerry. All right, guys, like I said, that's the end of the chapter, and we will spend Monday's class reviewing and take our test on Wednesday. So any questions or anything, you can send me a message on Dojo or an email, and I will see everybody at noon 30 tomorrow. Bye, guys.